the Sims roadmap for a roadmap. Yes, you heard that correctly. The Sims has announced a roadmap announcing the roadmap. Like, I cannot believe that this is the new standard, but they tweeted out, sun's out, Sims out. So let's check out the link and then we'll dive in deep to the image as well. Also, Sims team, whoever works on like this, can we shift like it over to the side? Because it's really annoying. To be fair, my face cam should just go over here. But then it means that I have to move my scenes about. Why is that so far over? Please take creators into consideration. Turn up the heat and sim your summer. Hey, I've been doing that since Townie Makeovers, okay? It's always a hot sim summer on this channel. It's getting real hot in The Sims. This summer, turn your simple what ifs into, well, that escalated. Build it, push it, break it, woohoo in it. Oh my god, why did that sound like bop it? No, we're not putting bop it and woohoo in the same sentence. Thank you very much. That is curse behavior. Make the improbable possible in The Sims. Create the perfect moment for your Sims, whether it is to simply unwind and relax in the great outdoors, host an ultimate backyard barbecue that may require a mop and an apology, or give your Sim a summer glow up and a summer fling to match. Whether you're soaking up the sun, touching grass, or throwing parties that rock till the break of dawn. I'm 31 years old, okay? I've not thrown a party that lasts until dawn in a very long time. There are no rules, only possibilities. Why just dream it when you can sim it? Sim it and see. As the summer continues, there will be Sims 4 updates and much more to uncover, with our next roadmap coming on June 5th. But for now, take this teaser roadmap. Follow The Sims across various socials or visit The Sims newsroom. What the hell is the newsroom? What? Why? Why do you come up with all these silly names for things? It's not a newsroom, is it? It's a flipping website. Chill out. Stop spreading it all so thin. Right, let's open this image. Not gonna lie, I was kind of expecting to like maybe get some hints from this, but from what I can see, it is like a couple of Sims. They look like they're in like workout gear. Actually, this is a formal blazer. That is not workout gear. We have a what looks to be a stereo bands. You never know. The Sims 4 Get Wet. You've got the cow plant breathing fire, which isn't actually a thing that cow plants can do. You've obviously got the woohoo symbol, but we know, or at least hope, that we're not going to be getting another romance pack. No, thank you very much. There is a music symbol, which technically could be banned. You've got this little llama wearing like a sun hat. This is kind of the rainbow llama that we're used to seeing. These are maybe some like simoleon coins. The freezer bunny, ice cream, these just kind of seem to be generically like summer things. I don't really think any of these can technically be taken as clues, other than perhaps maybe the stereo, but even then they said like party until dawn, which is just kind of like a summer vibe. But the Sims live stream, I don't know why it's the only thing I can think of is Megan Thee Stallion, and I'm just like, I don't know, maybe Meg is gonna appear, maybe there's gonna be a collab with Meg, but that's coming on the 30th of May, which is not that far away. That is in 3 days. But like, what are they gonna talk about on this live stream? Also Friday night, I feel like they never do anything Sims related on a Friday, because if the roadmap isn't coming out until the 5th of June, then what are you going to talk about in the Sims live stream? Maybe like updates to like other games as well. They do tend to talk about like Sims free play and stuff when they're talking about this. They're probably just going to talk us through this a little bit more. But then, like I said, we get the actual roadmap, which kind of hints towards the content that is going to be coming out, like the amount of packs and stuff like that. And you usually in those announcements, like roadmaps, we also have clues as to what they are going to be, aka my favorite time. So I am most looking forward to the 5th of June. Sims free play, probably a new event or a new season. I don't really know. I've never really played The Sims free play. Maybe just like a new update, but make a splash on the 10th of June. June, Sims Summer Shop Drop. We're just going to get a new line of stuff. They have actually a sale going on right now. It's not technically a sale. If you spend like over £75, you get free shipping, which in the UK feels like a sale considering shipping pretty much almost doubles the amount of what you pay in the shop if you're not based in North America, which is so annoying. And honestly, I refuse to buy another thing from the shop unless I like definitely like cannot live without it until they give us more retailers and more shipping points so that we don't have to spend almost double. I just think the shop is absolutely not worth it. I didn't even pick up the Sims Christmas jumper, which is something I have been asking for since we got those Christmas jumpers actually within the game. But I was like, I cannot afford right now to pay double of what this costs just for the shipping. In my eyes, it's not worth it for merchandise. Then on the 22nd of July, Sims Free Play Get Out of Town. So another free play event or update. What do you mean? What do you mean? Are we actually getting a physical release of a Sims board game? I am so glad that they are finally listening to our pleas of like good merchandise and actually like multiple revenues of The Sims. Like The Sims is such a massive thing in pop culture. Like so many people have played this game throughout their lives, and I am gobsmacked that they've never really felt to like put products out into Funko Pops, for example. Like imagine the Goth family or the Landgrabs as Funkos, or like a Monopoly or Game of Life type situation in a board game. Stardew have actually perfected this. Stardew have an official cookbook. They also have the Stardew board game. Don't get me wrong, I would still like to see more. Like, I would love The Sims and Stardew, for a matter of fact, collaborate with, like, Lego, for example. There's so much more that they could do in terms of, like, merchandising and actually giving Simmers, like, products that they want that are themed around The Sims. And I've been asking for a board game for God knows how long. So if this is actual like a physical release of a Sims board game and the money is like simoleons and then there's like cow plants included, and if it works like Monopoly and there's all these little like figures that you can play as, or even like Game of Life and you like grow your family and choose what career to get into and stuff like that, I am honestly so here for a board game. What I'm probably not here for is if they don't do this right and they don't make it available worldwide. Recently, they did actually release this, which is the Sims 25, like 25th anniversary vinyl. Spoiler alert for those of you who may not have received yours yet, or maybe you just don't want to see the track list, but I am quickly going to show the track list. I'm not going to talk about it in depth, although I will say it is an absolute travesty that Lemon Jelly isn't part of this soundtrack. But this is split into the Sims soundtrack, Sims 2, Sims 3, and then Sims 4. And also, I am a massive vinyl fan. I have so much vinyl. I absolutely love that it's like a full-on gatefold. I actually got the version which is like half and half because I didn't particularly want the splatter variant, but unfortunately most of the variants were actually only available in the US. This was one of the ones that was a little bit more rare that was available in the UK and Europe, which is why I went for this one over the splatter as well, because the splatter was, I think, the one that had the most amount of copies. And obviously I wanted to be the little indie vinyl kid who was like, I want the one that's at least a little bit different from what the majority of Simmers are gonna have. I am so glad that I, one, own this, and two, that it's actually like so Sims based. I absolutely love the design of it, and I can only hope that the board game is like it. But like I said, this wasn't really like super freely available as much as I would have liked it to be in Europe and the UK. I definitely feel like America got the best pick, obviously. A lot of like the super rare ones, which were like 300 copies, were only available in the US, which, as a consumer of this game who has loved this game for the 25 years that it has literally been out, it does feel sometimes like things are very much region blocked, not only just like in the game, because think how many American suburban worlds we have. I know that I, along with so many other Simmers, are desperate for an African themed world, and we just have not seen that representation in The Sims 4 for the past 11 years, which at this point is just like, it's actually starting to feel ridiculous because they know that people want it. I know that they see the demand for that, and I can't believe that we haven't received it yet. So I just hope that if this is a physical board game, it's not like a limited run, or even if it is a limited run, like make it freely available to every territory, and don't just let it be super expensive for those of us who don't live in the US. Don't make it a Sim Shop exclusive, because I will cry if I have to spend £50 on a board game and then another £50 to get it shipped to me, because that's just ridiculous. Like, you're actually pricing fans who have been fans of this game for so long actually out of buying your product. Now, I actually did a video a fair few years ago going over my dream brand collabs, and I kind of spoke about a Sims board game, like a hypothetical board game, and they could partner with Monopoly, Game of Life, even Cluedo, which I have also spoken about Cluedo an awful lot when it comes to the Sims movie, because I do think a Sims movie, like including the iconic deaths and then playing out like a whodunit storyline, is just so fun. And it's kind of not doing the like, oh, we're all trapped in a simulation and like we have to break out of the simulation thing that I feel like they potentially could go with, which in my eyes is going to be a very boring storyline and a little bit of a cop-out. It's going to feel a little bit too similar to Barbie, in my opinion. And whilst I don't think this will be a collab with those board games, I do think they can definitely take inspiration, obviously without avoiding like copyright and stuff. I do think it's probably going to be most similar to Game of Life, just because I've always said The Sims feels like a virtual version of Game of Life. You know, you in that game roll for the children that you have. You also like choose if you want to go to university to get like a higher paid job, or you can just go it straight into a job from growing up. And then that means that you can actually start earning money earlier, but you might not potentially earn as much. And I would be so happy if it was similar to Game of Life, but I really hope this is actually kind of an original game. I hope that there are some iconic pieces, like actual game pieces. Like I said, the Grim Reaper, one of the Goths, or maybe both of the Goths, the Calientes, the Landgrabs, like those little minifigs of people that you can be, and technically they're like Sims. There's so much that they could pull from, even the unlucky squares that you may potentially land on being like a cow plant. It's definitely gonna be exciting to get my hands on this board game, and like I said, I'm just really happy that they're finally like spreading their wings a little bit, and they're like, you know what? Our sole focus doesn't have to be the game. Obviously, I always want that to be the top main priority, you know? Like, I want bug fixes. I want the game to work. I want the packs that I've been dreaming of for so long to come to The Sims 4. But I do also really like that they are kind of spreading their net a little bit wider and are like, okay, how else can we give like fans of the Sims franchise a chance to like play a different game? And I think that could be like such an entry level like board game for people to get into as well. So I am a massive fan of that. I think that obviously I'm excited for the roadmap, but I think the board game is actually what I'm like most excited for from a little nerd standpoint of a person who absolutely loves playing games and has like a whole cupboard literally just in the other room filled with so many board games. I love introducing my friends to new games. My friends love introducing me to new games. Our most recent one is Rummy Cub. We've absolutely been loving it, and I'm very, very excited to have a Sims board game. I hope it's not too difficult. I haven't actually played the Stardew one yet. I've kind of been a little concerned as to how many pieces there are, although as a Stardew fan, I do own it. If you played it, let me know how it is and what's like the best like scenario to play the game in. Like how many players, like what kind of day do you need to be having? Because sometimes, you know, you gotta be in the board game mood. But whoever was in the board meeting when talking about board games, I can only thank you enough for pushing this idea. I'm so excited for July. Just please make it freely available. Please don't do it as like a limited time run, and please don't charge me out of the arse for shipping. Those are my 3 wishes, and have some iconic pieces, obviously, but I think it's going to. So I guess I might be checking in on Friday or Saturday, and we'll like watch the live stream together, and I'll kind of give my reaction about different things, and then I will obviously be making an update when the roadmap actually comes out. I'm obviously gonna read far too deeply into it. I was kind of buying into the reputation clowning, but not for any of the theories or anything, just because I quite like clowning, and obviously those Swiftie dreams didn't come true, so hopefully my simmer reading in too much in theories can actually come true this time around. But we will see when that roadmap drops on the 5th of June. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm gonna leave a link down below to that little blog post that they did if you want to go check it out for yourselves. If you do actually think that the image had any hidden meaning or hints or anything like that, I would love to hear your theories on it, and I will speak to you all in my next one. Bye now.